Hello everyone! This is going to be a SnapTest Quick Start guide aimed at getting a Selenium project generated and running in about 7 minutes. We'll be making build tests, which are sometimes referred to as regression tests. They are designed to make sure that as you're developing your web application, you don't accidentally break things which worked before. This gives a lot of confidence when making new changes because you don't have to manually go back and check things as much. We'll be using the SnapTest marketing website as our example. So, after installing the SnapTest website extension, go to the website you like to test in your browser, which in our case is SnapTest.io. Open the extension pop-up menu and click Test in this tab. We'll sign in to get started. I'm going to switch from the extensions window mode to the DevTool mode for an easier time. As you can see, there are already quite a few folders in my account. We're going to use the Your Project folder because it has some subfolders named Staging and Production for us. Build tests will go in staging, and future smoke tests will go in production. So I'm going to name this project accordingly, SnapTest website. And the two tests I'll make are basic user walkthrough and a test of the contact us form. We'll do the basic user walkthrough first, but first I'm going to drag these down into the staging environment. So let's get started. Here I am switching back and forth between the record and assert mode, letting SnapTest recording do the heavy lifting of code generation for us. I'm going to walk through 3 pages and go back to the home page. As you can see, the actions are building up. Everything being recorded can be configured or even manually done. So let's run this and let the SnapTest emulator check to make sure the code works well. In this case it does, and I'm going to put a breakpoint and show you some features of the debugger. This is runtime debugging of a test, which wasn't possible before in Selenium. Next, I'll do the contact us form. I'm going to get this recorded. Start from the home page, click on contact us, and assert that I'm on the contact us page using the title. Then I'm going to record typing in to the form elements. And SnapTest is, again, doing the heavy lifting of generating code. And let's take a look at this. As I roll over the items, I can see the elements being acted upon. This one I don't need because it's redundant. And let's finish up recording this. I submit the form and assert that there's a success message. Let's run this and make sure it works. And just for fun, let's put a breakpoint in and step through and show you as it fills out the form. Okay, those are 2 tests fully made. Now let's get the code for these. So I'm going to click on the code button for the folder. Any folder can be a project. And I'm going to get a command line here using a harness, meaning I can completely generate a project from scratch, from nothing. So I'm going to go to projects testing folder on my local machine and run this command. And it's going to go out and get all the required dependencies for running this code. And then it will go and get the code as well, generate it for me, and get everything set up so I can just type npm test and have everything run. It's pure Selenium, and there's a few requirements you'll need, like Chrome driver and the SnapTest CLI. Okay, it's done. So I'm going to write npm test, and it's going to play these tests that I just made in Selenium concurrently so I can save time. Done. We're not going to stop there actually. Let's take a look at the code and see what was actually generated. So this is your new QA project. We've got tests and the environments for the staging and production. And we have our 2 build tests here to be run before you push new code. And let's add one more test. But before I do that, I'm going to use a convenience method, and I'm going to get a command line that only generates the test folder and not the entire project. I'm going to go to the package JSON and add a run script here called generate. I'm going to paste the line that generates that test folder. And now in the terminal, if I write npm run generate, it's going to go out to SnapTest and generate any new tests and any changes I've made to the existing tests. And so to illustrate this, let's make one more test. And this one will just be a test of an email sign up on the home page. I'm going to name that appropriately and drag it down to staging. And let's make this real quick. I'm going to record myself writing in a test email and submitting it and asserting that it was successful. Gonna run it just to make sure it works. Done. So now I have the ability to go back to my command line and type npm run generate. It's gonna regenerate the folder of all the tests. And you can see them here. My new one is here. And then my other 2 are still there. And this is how I can maintain tests easily. They break and I can fix them in SnapTest and just regenerate them again. And here I am just running all 3 of them concurrently again. So that's about it. You have a QA project within 7 minutes. Thanks for watching.